Hello everybody, we are in our driver's lounge in the truck. Camera's a little shaky because we're still trying to figure out how we're going to do it. The wife's kind of holding it. That's why she's a little bit out of frame. We're going to listen to it first, make sure we're loud enough because we aren't using a mic right now. When we get to Springfield tomorrow, our new mics are in. So each of us will have a lapel mic, which will help out. Well, we are coming to you from the Flying J in Kirkersville, Ohio. And we got here a little bit before dark, went in, ate at the Denny's, brought the dog back a T-bone, went for a walk, and then we decided to come in and make our video. What we're going to talk about, just like we told you last time, there's not going to be an intro, there's not going to be any drone footage or anything. We are sitting at the table.
Yay, table.
Yeah. What we're talking about is the upcoming Blitz. It's going to be from May 14th through the 16th, and they're targeting 18-wheelers, and they're targeting us for several reasons. The first thing is going to be the in-cab truck pop-off valve. What they're going to want you to do is, if they pull you over and inspect you, they're going to want you to demonstrate it. The easiest way to demonstrate is set your trailer brakes, pull your red knob out. Okay, you're going to turn your truck off, turn your key back on, let your gauges cycle. Then you're going to pump your brakes, or fan your brakes is what they call it, until the lever pops out. Now the officer will be standing right next to your door. He will be standing on the step looking at your pressure gauge. That valve is supposed to noticeably pop out between 20 and 45 pounds of pressure. Okay, your alarm should come on around 60 pounds of pressure. You need to test this before an officer's on your truck, because if it needs to be repaired, you need to get it repaired quickly. They can repair it at Love's, TA, Petro, all those places. Now, while they're there, they're also going to be checking your brakes. So make sure your brakes are good. And then they're also going to check your tires. We have gone over tires many times because my wife is a tire specialist. We learned something new today. We learned that not only can't you feel the difference with the tire thumper or hear it until it hits 70 pounds of pressure. There's a noticeable difference in the tone. But did you know that your tire is considered low at 90 psi and flat at 80? Okay, so your tire can have 79 pounds of pressure, and the DOT considers that flat. All right, which means out of service. Fix it. All right, so make sure that you do it, that you check them, and don't just check on that little TPMS system. Get outside and check with your air pressure gauge. If you don't have one, and my wife disappeared off camera here. If you don't have one, $17 at any truck stop. Okay, $17.99. Now, so they're going to be checking that. They're going to be checking your lockout valve. They're going to be checking, your glad hands, your glad hand seals. Check them. We get, as prime drivers, we get them free anytime we go into any terminal. Whenever I go into Springfield, I always grab a bag. I know I got a bunch of them, but here's the thing. I run into drivers where I hear air leaks. I'll toss them a couple. I'll give them away as I'm going along. I'll change them. I know drivers that will change every single trailer before they take it. They'll change the trailer. Here's what you want to look for when you look at the glad hand seal. You're not only looking to make sure it seals, but you want to make sure there are no permanent folds and no cracks. That's what they're looking for. Permanent folds and cracks. All right, then if you're lucky enough not to get a level 1, There's one other thing they're looking for during this inspection, during this blitz. It's drugs and alcohol. All right, guys, if they come up to your truck with a dog, you better hope you don't have anything. I don't care if you're in a state that's legal for marijuana, legal for alcohol, it doesn't matter. You're in a commercial vehicle. You are not allowed to have it, period. You're not allowed to be under the influence. They are so strict about this, guys, that if they find marijuana in your truck, you get a DUI, driving under the influence. Doesn't matter if you test positive or not. If they find alcohol, any type of alcohol, closed, open, doesn't matter. Any alcoholic container in the cab of your truck that includes your toolboxes, it includes your chain boxes, is considered a DUI. It's considered an open container. You can lose your license, you can go to jail, your truck can be impounded. The only place alcoholic beverages are allowed on a commercial motor vehicle is in the trailer. All right, in the trailer. That's it. It's the only place it's allowed. Now, drugs and alcohol, big no-no, period. We don't, if we do drink something, we don't drink till we're home, and we're home for days. All right? If you have an officer walk up, and any DOT officer at any stop, side of the road traffic stop, in a scale, if they hand you a cup and say, I need a sample, you're required to give it to them. If you refuse, it's the same as a fail. They revoke your license and they tow your vehicle. All right? Say it again. They revoke your license and they tow your vehicle. You'll be lucky if you don't wind up in jail and them get their sample anyway. But by the time they get their sample and you're clean, your license has been revoked and you have to start the process of getting it back. Means you refused or failed. Now you got to jump through their hoops to get your license back. It takes about 6 months to 2 years on the average. There are people who get it back quicker, there are people who don't. Okay?
Depends on the state.
Yes, depends on the state. So, another thing, we're going to break out our CDL book soon, because we're going to go over some things that we've been seeing that are against the law or not following the law. And I believe a lot of people have no idea. A lot of people probably haven't even seen the book because of the way they do the permit testing now. And the it's just, you pay a fee, you tell them what tests you want to take for your endorsements, and then you can take them as many times as you want, up to 3 times a day in most states. So you don't learn it. And then once you have your permit, your school or your trucking company thinks you have read this book. And I'm serious. We passed 2 trucks on the side of the road today with their triangles out. Not one triangle was more than 50 feet away from the truck. Indiana, New Jersey, Vermont, Texas, a couple other states that are escaping my mind right now. The officer will pull up and they'll give you a ticket for not having the triangles out properly. And I believe most of you never read the book, have no idea where to place those triangles and why. So we'll go over simple things like that in a series of videos. Now, did you have anything to add to the Blitz?
You're going to say the dates.
The dates, I thought I already did.
You
This
did not.
Blitz is May 14th through 16th. Okay? It starts the morning of the 14th and ends the evening of the 16th. All right? It's going to be all 50 states. Okay? So I know most of us don't go to Alaska. None of us can get to Hawaii unless you're already on the island.
Built the bridge.
So be mindful that they will be pulling people over. They will be pulling us in the scales. You will see, if this is your first Blitz, you will see that more scales than you've ever seen before will be open. Scales that are dormant, you thought they were permanently closed, looked like they were falling down. All of a sudden there's 6 officers there. All right? So we wanted to make sure I warn everybody about blitzes before they happen. I've been doing that ever since I started the channel. Let's see, I'm reading this. Okay.
I think there was a second Blitz though, huh?
There's a second Blitz, but I had the date wrong on that. It's not May 11th through the 17th. It's going to be in July. July 7th through, I think, the 14th. And that's the Blitz. There'll be a third year they're doing this Blitz, I believe, third or fourth. And it's for passenger cars and commercial vehicles. All right?
Is that the seatbelt one?
That's the safety awareness, distracted driving. We're looking for people with no seatbelts, on cell phones, stuff like that. And believe me, there is not a carrier out. Okay, sorry about that. You should get the light. Turn it a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Accidentally hit stop, so we're having to go back. As I was saying, there's not a carrier out there that will let you keep your job if you're caught and get a ticket for cell phone usage while driving. I'm sorry, you just, at that point, you're a liability. Anyway, do you have anything else to add, baby?
Nope.
Okay, so, as always, keep your shiny side up, your rubber side down, your mirrors between the ditches, and we'll catch you on the back haul. You have a great night.